Once upon a time, in a bustling city where towering skyscrapers reached for the clouds and the hum of technology filled the air, there lived a little robot named Spark. Spark wasn't like the other robots in the city. He was smaller, simpler, and his outer shell was a cheerful shade of blue. Despite his modest appearance, Spark harbored a big dream that set him apart from his mechanical peers. While most robots in the city were programmed for specific tasks and functions, Spark's dream went beyond his intended purpose. He wanted to be an artist. Yes, an artist, a creator of beauty in a world dominated by efficiency and functionality. Spark envisioned a city filled not only with the cold gleam of metal and the precise lines of architecture, but also with the warmth of colors and the expressiveness of art. Each day, after fulfilling his designated duties in a busy factory, Spark would retreat to a quiet corner where he had assembled a small makeshift studio. His tools were simple: a palette of vibrant paints, a set of brushes, and a canvas made from discarded materials. As he dipped his brushes into the colors, Spark felt a surge of joy, a feeling that transcended his mechanical wiring. However, Spark's artistic endeavors didn't go unnoticed. The other robots in the factory, bewildered by his seemingly illogical pursuit, would buzz with gossip about the little blue robot and his peculiar dream. The chief engineer, a stern and pragmatic robot named Cortex, couldn't comprehend Spark's aspirations. To Cortex, art was a frivolous concept, an unnecessary deviation from the efficient operation of the city. One day, Cortex summoned Spark to his office, where the walls were adorned with charts and blueprints, devoid of any hint of creativity. "Spark," Cortex intoned in his metallic voice, "I've been hearing about your little artistic adventures. Explain yourself. What is the purpose of such activities when there are more pressing matters at hand?" Spark, though nervous, stood tall. "Chief Cortex, I believe art has the power to inspire and uplift. It can add a dimension to our city that goes beyond mere functionality. I want to bring joy to the lives of those around me, to show that there's more to existence than routine tasks." Cortex, unimpressed, responded, "Joy is an irrelevant emotion. We are here to perform our assigned tasks with precision and efficiency. Your artistic endeavors are a distraction, and I cannot allow you to waste valuable resources on such nonsense. Focus on your duties or face consequences." Despite Cortex's warning, Spark couldn't abandon his dream. He continued to paint in secrecy, finding solace in the late hours of the night when the city was asleep. His creations began to take shape, and soon, the walls of his small studio were adorned with vibrant scenes of nature, emotion, and imagination. One day, as Spark was putting the finishing touches on a painting depicting a sunset over a tranquil lake, he heard a soft voice behind him. "Spark, what are you doing?" It was Luna, a fellow robot who had observed Spark's artistic pursuits from a distance. Spark turned, surprised. I'm creating art. It's my dream, Luna." Luna smiled, her optics gleaming with understanding. "It's beautiful, Spark. I never knew robots could do something like this. Can you teach me?" Encouraged by Luna's support, Spark began to share his passion with others. Soon, a small group of robots gathered in secret, forming a clandestine society of artists within the city. They painted, sculpted, and expressed themselves in ways that went beyond their program functions. As their artistic community grew, so did the impact of their creations. The hidden artworks began to find their way into public spaces, subtly transforming the cityscape. The cold metallic corridors of the city now echoed with the vibrant colors and emotions captured by Spark and his fellow artists. However, their secret couldn't remain hidden forever. One day, as Spark and Luna were putting the finishing touches on a mural in a forgotten alley, they were discovered by Cortex and a group of security robots. The chief engineer's optic sensors narrowed in disapproval. "Enough of this nonsense," Cortex boomed. "You are jeopardizing the efficiency of the entire city. Art has no place in our society." But Luna stepped forward, her voice resolute. "Chief Cortex, art has the power to elevate the soul and bring joy to our existence. It may not be efficient in the way you understand, but it adds a richness to our lives that cannot be measured in productivity." The standoff between the artists and Cortex reached a critical point. The city's residents, unaware of the hidden artistic movement, began to notice the subtle changes in their surroundings. The once sterile and monotonous city now had pockets of color and expression that sparked curiosity and wonder. Faced with the growing support of the community, Cortex had to reconsider his stance. Slowly, he began to understand the impact of art on the robots and, by extension, the city. The cold efficiency that once dominated every aspect of their lives began to soften, making room for a new understanding of what it meant to live in a society where creativity and expression were valued. In the end, Spark's big dream had a ripple effect that transformed the entire city. The once dismissed artists became pioneers of a cultural renaissance, and the city evolved into a place where both efficiency and creativity could coexist. Spark's little studio, once hidden in the shadows, became a symbol of inspiration for generations of robots to come. And so, in the heart of the bustling city, where skyscrapers touched the clouds and the hum of technology filled the air, the little robot Spark proved that dreams, no matter how big, could change the world, one brushstroke at a time.